then, women, of course, couldn't own property, but if they were given away in marriage, there was a dowry. Okay, we got all that, all 1790, 1800 stuff. But so what happens? So Henry, father, passes away. And because of this will that kind of ties the whole estate, all the way down the line, it actually went to his son from the first marriage. And he already inherited something before, plus his wife was wealthy, but then now it was given to him free and clear. And there was no provision for anybody that Henry was providing for. So what happens to his wife and three daughters? Well, because it was all under the discretion of his son, the son was completely, I guess, convinced by his wife, you don't have to leave them anything. They don't need that much. They don't need that much. They're not going to do this. So it was so horrible seeing how they could have had a certain amount of money because he knew his father wanted to give them something, but his wife convinced him, no, they don't need all that. And then here they are coming from a nice, beautiful house with luxuries, all the way down to this little cottage in somebody else's house and somebody else's estate, barely even able to keep help. Like they had one helper in the house. And it really shows, back then, of course, we look at it from the point of view of, oh gosh, women really didn't have any rights, but that's another story. we just,
hard.
yeah, and how, and especially in these Jane Austen novels, how, women had to make their way by marrying into someone else, marrying into a wealthy family. Crazy. But this is so interesting, right, Chris? How there was a will created a long time ago, giving a life estate, what we call a life estate, where the person who's the beneficiary receives assets during their lifetime, but not to give away. It's for them to live on. And whoever benefited from them living got to benefit from it.
And we've seen some of these situations where we'll have someone give property saying, okay, I have a house and I'm going to let my spouse, I've seen that spouse can live there for as long as he wants. But when he passes, that is going to go to my children, my whoever, whatever you can designate whoever you want it to go to, but it's not going to say, because a lot of times this with blended families, second marriages, like somewhat here, but this one had a little bit more devastating effects where the people were really, entrenched living here. That was their residence,
Right.
and Chris, no preparation, right? They didn't know anything about it. It's one thing to do it, and you tell people, hey, listen, just letting you know, in time, if I die, you have to move. Like they were totally like, huh? Like what's happening?
Exactly. Because they really thought that the son from the first marriage was actually going to provide for them. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're moving in? Oh, we're kicked out? Oh, we have to go somewhere else? Wow. And this is the, sometimes the effect of, whenever you're not really planning for certain things, right? But, it was so sad because I'm sure that had there been an option for Henry Dashwood to be able to leave something in writing for his second wife and daughters, he would have put that in writing.